Why is it that so many of us set goals but fail to reach them? Why do we often find ourselves stuck in the same place year after year despite all our ambitions and dreams? It's a question that's both fascinating and frustrating. In the quest to understand human behavior, psychologists and researchers have delved deep into this conundrum. Their findings reveal that the reasons are rooted not in our abilities but in our minds. One of the key psychological reasons people fail to reach their goals is due to something known as the fear of failure. This fear often paralyzes us, preventing us from taking the necessary steps towards our goals. It creates a mental blockade, making us believe that we're not good enough, that we'll never succeed. Another critical reason is procrastination. Procrastination is not merely a bad habit, but a sign of a struggle with self-control. It's the gap between intention and action. We know what we need to do, yet we choose to postpone it, often fooling ourselves with the illusion that we'll have more time in the future. Then there's the aspect of unrealistic goals. In our enthusiasm or under societal pressure, we often set goals that are too ambitious or out of sync with our true abilities and circumstances. Such goals set us up for failure from the start, leading to disappointment and a further lack of motivation. Furthermore, there's the lack of a clear plan. Many of us set goals but fail to chart out a clear step-by-step plan to achieve them. Without a roadmap, we're essentially wandering in the dark, hoping to stumble upon our destination. Lastly, there's the issue of lack of persistence. Achieving a goal requires consistent effort, resilience, and the ability to bounce back from failures. However, many of us give up too soon at the first sign of difficulty or failure. In essence, the journey to reaching our goals is often hampered by our fear of failure, procrastination, unrealistic goals, lack of clear planning, and lack of persistence. These psychological barriers, more than any external factors, keep us stuck in our tracks, preventing us from realizing our true potential. To summarize, the reasons why we often fail to reach our goals are deeply rooted in our psychology. We're held back by our fear of failure, which paralyzes us and prevents us from taking the necessary steps. We procrastinate, putting off what we need to do and tricking ourselves into believing we'll have more time later. We set unrealistic goals that are too ambitious or out of sync with our abilities, setting ourselves up for failure. We lack a clear plan to reach our goals, wandering aimlessly without a roadmap. And finally, we lack persistence, giving up at the first sign of difficulty instead of pushing through. Understanding these pitfalls is the first step towards overcoming them. With awareness, we can confront these psychological barriers and set ourselves on the path to success. It's a journey that requires courage, discipline, and resilience, but the rewards are well worth the effort. So remember, the next time you set a goal, keep these points in mind. Be aware of the psychological obstacles, confront them head-on, and don't let them hold you back from reaching your dreams. After all, the only real failure is the failure to try.